I think at the root cause of one of the aspects of the issue, and that is the dominant government presence in the economy, which in turn leads to government control or efforts to control certain sectors, which in turn leaves those sectors open to influence and lobbying. I believe we can't have our cake and eat it. I think we've got to let go of something. And in this case, I think control is what we need to let go of, because with control comes the ability to make mistakes. And by that I mean, take a given policy of a given sector at a given time in any given government. Every government brings into being certain policies. Now the challenge is taking those policies from what they are, which is the highest thinkings of the government, to operationalization, which is a proper blend of debt and equity in instruments of investment. That requires good regulations. And what's missing in many of these sectors is good international class transparent regulations on how the rules should be applied. And this is what investors ultimately end up looking at. They look at, how can I get in? How can I stay in? How can I get out? Where is my return on investment? How do I commercialize this? How do I mitigate against this? And how do I seek recourse for this? When the narrative is spun, we tend to leave it at the narrative and don't support it with the structure required for investors to actually take a step. Now, this brings in a theory of marketing and sales, which is that you can increase the awareness of people about an opportunity, and you can do so very successfully and globally. But in order to actually make somebody invest, which is to do what in the oil and gas sector is known as the FDI, final investment decision, there needs to be something called a compelling event. A compelling event is what is going to be what drives that person to take that decision, to go to the board, get the approvals required, because Sri Lanka is the best place to be for them at that time. We haven't been very good at identifying these compelling events. And the problem with that is because we need to get to identify compelling events change from person to person.